In the old days of King Hong Wang, our country has mountains and wide rivers, beautiful sky, yellow sun, but the fields are sparse. There aren't as many sweet things as there are now. The 17th Hong King had an adopted son, An Tiêm,
are more resourceful and wise than people. The king who loves and heart often gives of good things. The routine of officials. If you can get a little bit of a king's favor. Tim used to say, of giving is of worrying, of giving is of debt, and worrying about not being able to return those gifts. The king misunderstood and became very angry. That's what I said. Let him rely on his talent. See if you can freeze his bones. It was an early morning. Suddenly, An Tiêm saw soldiers coming to the tournament. Both he and his wife got into the boat. You don't bring anything, he said forever. Let them carry a sword with them. Sadwind boat planted clear to the sea straight sound. The white sand, the green trees on the shore, disappeared one after another. And then there's no trace of the population. Now I only see the sky with blue water in one color. The next day the boat arrived on a small island. They let the family get an injection. 5 days of food, a pot and pull the anchor and turn the steering. Be a wife and injection. Follow the boat slowly away and away. Tears as small as rain. Will she ever be with her neighbors again? Share the first corn, or tell a family story under the moon. Back to the deserted island, she was even more terrified of the sea hero. Don't know! Here's what to eat to get through the day. In the morning, my wife and I found a rock. Then he stole the sword to investigate. The island is truly desolate. There's only a few plants and a few seabirds. I've been looking forever for some sour fruit and wild vegetables. Food for hunger relief. From there, Tim planted vegetables and found fruit. She went to the beach to find the clam. And Tim's oldest child, imitating father, also makes a trap for birds. But then the birds got used to the trap. Maybe he couldn't catch a hare all day. There is a lot of fish, but without a net. There is a season. So the main food of the couple's children and Tim, it's still wild vegetables that you grow into garden vegetables. The lives of 4 people are extremely difficult, no different than a bird. But Tim still believes that one day, I can make life better. One day a bird was eating on the beach. Tim came flying and left a piece of red bait. Tim picked it up and saw that it was a piece of melon with 2 fingers. He thought birds can eat. Maybe people can eat too. Taste it and it tastes sweet. He ate the melon and picked up the seeds. I sat for a while and felt hungry. You mean happy. Take a sword and pluck a piece of land and deliver the grain. A few days later, the seeds sprouted. Cows spread all over the land. She also helped her husband take care of a few strange melons early in the afternoon. The couple was thrilled to see the first flowers. And then flash the results at first with your little finger. Soon he was like a mouse and a pig. I see it growing like never before. Tim doesn't know when to pick it up. Early one morning, I heard the crows outside the beach. She told her husband, it's deserted here. Crows never gather. Now they cry out in a place where there's something strange. Come out and see. When Tim Raw came to the beach, the crows flew and left the melon behind. They've just punctured a few places. He cut the melon back. When he poured out the melon, the whole family was dazzled by the bright red color of the melon's intestines. Here and there in red, there are black particles like hyaline, and encased in a white shell with blue borders. The 2 children craved water. B.A. kept taking a shower and complimenting her in good taste. For in heart carefully cut give each person a small piece to try. For people like a compliment to the sweet taste, the gentle fragrance of the strange fruit. Eating not only does not hurt the intestines, he felt thirsty and healthy again. At noon, Tim boldly replenished all the melons give me to eat until full. Then the whole house Tim happily hugged each other to the beach. Choose the dark berries to bring back. The rest take turns watching. And from there they kept growing more raw. But all the farming tools, it's just a mirror and some sharp stones. So add a melon root. I don't know how many more tears, but they take care of it wholeheartedly. That's why it's more and more wrong. The bigger the fruit, the thicker the meat forever. The skin thins and tastes sweeter. Every time I pick melons, I inject a few marks into the sea. Melon separation centrifuge. I don't know how many new moons and old moons. I don't know how busy. An injection is still not discouraged. One day a boat came. Ask if AI has grown precious melon varieties in exchange for selling it on land. From therein, the heart can exchange daily food and store it. It's a beautiful house. King Hungwang from the day of leaving an island Tim Ra. The king sometimes thinks of pity. I feel great regret. Until one day, the people were strange. The king had a good appetite and asked about his whereabouts. I know it was planted on the island. The king thought he was wrong. Let the boat out to pick up the family and injection. An injection and be a delighted. Collect all the ripe melons and seeds. Take it back and distribute it to your neighbors. And teach them how to plant. Care. It's the origin of the watermelon we eat today.